Hey everybody, Graham here with the latest updates on the beta pre-launch of We Share Abundance. And it is today, the 6th of October, Wednesday, the 6th of October, 2021. Wherever you're watching from, we should be streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance. And I'm going to go there now and just check that things are working as they should be. People can hear me and see me. Let's make sure. Dun, 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 dun. Bear with me while Facebook obliges. It's working pretty quickly today, but here we are. Let me see. And we go live. There we go. And we have comments as well. And we've got Russ Cowley at the top of the comments list from Newcastle, UK, followed by more from the UK, London, Manchester, and then USA, Southern Alabama, Nigeria, more from Nigeria, and then more from the UK. And New Zealand, Philippines. You're very, very welcome, all of you, wherever you're watching from, as I say. I know for some of you, the hours is not very good. Philippines, particularly, I think it's early hours of the morning there. So thank you so much for spending your time with us. Hopefully, we can make it worthwhile. Right. Today, I was a few minutes late, I apologize. And the reason for that is I found out that I've lost Facebook now. Yeah, the reason for that is I found out that I'd not included a link to the Tapestry webinar in a message I sent to your inbox. So I've just sent another message with the link in it. They have now got approval for the apps from both Google and Apple, and they'll be going live today sometime. I think they're talking about 4 o'clock, I think, Central Time in the USA. So probably around about midnight tonight here, something like that. They will be going live with the apps, and everybody that's involved can now have the potential to earn totally free, passive, recurring income. And that is a wonderful thing. And all you've got to do is introduce somebody. If you don't live in the States, then all you've got to do is introduce somebody that does live in the States. You've got to be an affiliate to do that. If you become an affiliate within the next 72 hours, it could cost you $9.95 for 13 months. If you delay and become an affiliate after 72 hours, then it will be $9.95 every month. So if you're thinking about it, do it before the time runs out. It'll save you $120, near enough. And if you are an affiliate, then you can introduce people in the United States, and as they're making money, so are you. You'll make $1 a month for everybody you introduce. They will be expanding from the United States into Canada. So introduce people in Canada as well, because as soon as it goes in there, you'll start earning $1 a month from them. Now, $1 a month doesn't sound very much, but if you find 10 people that become affiliates, and they find 10 people, that's 100 people on your second level, and you'll get paid on that second level as an affiliate. So now it would be $110 a month, and all you've done is introduce somebody to something that is totally free and will make them money. So it's a real good deal, and it's possible to have a lot of affiliates. I know that we as a community, We Share Abundance, we've got on our both tiers, on tier 1 and tier 2, we've got over 500 affiliates. We've also got a number of users. Now, I don't know where all these people are based. I've not bothered to find out. So I don't know what sort of revenue it'll be, but it's all free money. It's free. It's passive. You don't have to do anything for it. Once you've introduced people, it's there, boom, done. You don't have to sell anything, and it's recurring. You're going to get paid every month. So it's a real good deal, and it will be launching about midnight British time, time here. Around about 4 o'clock, I think they're planning on in the States, but I'm not sure which time zone they're in. I think they're in Central Time, so it may be like 11 p.m. here. But they've got maybe they're launching it on their webinar, because they've got a webinar on tonight, and I'll put the link in the, yeah, there it is. 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I think that's 11 o'clock British Summer Time. I think it's midnight in most of Europe. No idea what time it is in. It's probably about 4 a.m. in India, and probably about 6 a.m. or something like that in the Philippines. I don't know. So it's there, and I think New Zealand it's probably about noon. So it's there. It's an opportunity to get on that call and find out what's going on. I won't be on it. I'll be in dreamland by then. So it's there for you. It's exciting. It's exciting. I don't know how many people you can get involved, but I mean, it's really easy because there's nothing to sell. The people don't have to do anything. All they've got to do is download an app and activate it, and that's it. They don't have to do anything with it. They don't have to mess with it. They just leave it running. It doesn't waste anything significant in bandwidth or battery usage or anything like that. It's been specially designed to be really low-key, low-level, and it's totally anonymous. It doesn't track your personal details. Nobody will know your phone number or location or your address, home address, or anything like that from it. All it will track is your movements throughout the day. So it'll know if you've been to Walmart. It'll know if you've been to school, if you've gone sailing on the ocean or things like that. It just says, it gives a map of where this phone has been, but it doesn't know who owns the phone. So that's all it does. And there are organizations that will pay handsomely for that sort of information on a macro scale, and that is what Tapestry do. And there will, without doubt, in the not too distant future, be millions of users all over the world, in every country. They're going into the English-speaking countries first. So after they've gone into Canada, I think they're coming to the UK and Ireland. And then I think they're going to Australia, New Zealand, and then they're opening up other countries throughout the world. And I think they plan to be global by the end of this year. So an affiliate is a really good deal if you can afford $9.95, $9.95. I would highly recommend you do it. If not, well, no big deal. When it does come to your country, you will be able to refer people from your app. but you will only get paid on one level. So, to make $100, you'd have to refer 100 people. I'm not saying that's hard. It's probably quite easy to do, but you wouldn't get paid on a second level. As an affiliate, if you go out and do the same and refer 100 people, and they refer 100 people, you're going to get paid $1,000 because you're going to get paid on that second level as well. 100, times 100, $10,000 rather. So it's something that could be very, very, very beneficial to a lot of people. The rates change in some countries. I mean, I've quoted there at $1 a piece, but they have different rates, and I think that is on their website. Some countries they'll pay more for the information that's collected. So it's not $1 across the board. Some places it'll be a bit less, but it's still a good deal. Okay. So there we go. So where else have we got people from? Let me just have a look. I remember seeing Crystal from the Philippines, and we've got the Netherlands in, Peter, and we got Ramachandra says, can see and hear clearly. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. Suriname, South America, great. Saudi Arabia, Middle East, Pakistan, South Korea, Devon, UK, Oman, India, Republic of Benin, Greece, people from all over the world. Very much welcome here. Before we get started, I mean, I've been going on about Tapestry for a while because I missed it out of the message that I sent to our members. But let's get started now with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless each member of We Share Abundance, that they may open their hearts to you and fill their hearts with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service. And through that service, that each member may attract into their lives everything that they want and need from you. Amen. Okay. So, where else? We got Morocco popped in as well. So we've got a really good multinational contingency today. Also at 8 o'clock today, we have the Avazu webinar. They are launching their VIP executive plan. As far as I know, today, I've still not made contact with Dave. We've both been very busy, and we've been like ships in the night, passing without actually seeing one another. So, but they have their webinar tonight at 8 o'clock. So it's after we finish. We'll finish as soon as we can and give you a chance to stoke up with your rum and cokes and your popcorn and your beer and your coffee and your whatever else, and get ready for the launch of the VIP executive plan. Nobody can lose with that plan because it's free. Everybody can get a free raffle ticket, which would normally cost $100, without doing anything very much. All you've got to do is register and then add free entries onto your raffle ticket. You've got to add 100 free entries every 14 days. It's like 7 free entries a day. It takes you maybe 30 seconds a day to just click a few buttons and add those free entries to your ticket, which gives you more chance of winning. And you could win up to $1 billion. You could also win lots of prizes along the way until the raffle. They're going to have monthly drawings, and they are going to be starting selling tickets Not sure whether they're starting today. They'll probably tell you in the webinar tonight. So there you go. Where are we? We've got Paraguay from South America as well, and we've got Richard Atkins from up the road in Devon with saying it's a mug of rough cider for me. Very nice, very nice. You can't beat a bit of rough cider. You've got to watch it though. It's very strong. It's stronger than beer usually. Okay. Lost my track now. Oh yeah, okay, I was talking about Havasu. Right, let's get back on to A We Share Abundance. I'm going to give you the updates from Devyani. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Here we go. She says, today I completed running the monthly process on the new site. Unfortunately, there are calculation differences in many places. I still need more time to fix this. It's a very complex and time-consuming process to go through each step and see where the problem lies. Since it's a running site, we can't take any chances. And you and I both know that. We don't want it not to be 100% once we load it. There may be an odd bug, but we don't. We want to eliminate the possibility of many bugs, and any that are should be very, very minor once we go live. So she says she will still need 2 to 3 days more to cross-check and match all the calculations. And the problem could also be in the imported data. So she's going to be working on that tomorrow. Where are we? 2 to 3 days. If she can do it in 2 days, that's like this week gone. If it's 3 days, you know, she said 2 to 3 days, it'll be into early next week before she finds out what's been going on there. What we have to do after that, I'm not exactly sure, but we are getting very, very close. Once we know that the calculations for the month end are running correctly, and that's all been put right, there's not really much else that we've got to do before we are able to launch the new back end of the site. And of course, that will bring with it the business builder plan, and we'll have then the wealth builder, which we have now, and the business builder, and working together, they're going to be absolutely amazing. You're going to see people getting daily withdrawals. You're going to see people making a lot of money, 100% commissions. You're going to see people becoming happy again. And I'm going to run through just a little thing if we've got time tonight. I'll just do it because I've been looking at some things, ways that we can help people really get on track and build more passive recurring income, like you're going to get with Tapestry. How can you do it with the business builder? And of course, that's going to reflect in the value and the liquidity of the tokens, both tokens, Weezer and Weezer Abundance, because of the links we're going to build between them. And so the value of your stock, your holdings in the wealth builder is going to keep increasing. And you're going to see the market value coming into parity with the allocation value. The market value at the moment is only about 110, 112 or something. I've got the figures somewhere. And of course, you know, the allocation value, I think it was 260 or 280, can't remember. 260, I think, somewhere around there. So they need to come back up to parity, and then that you'll see that happening. It's going to be very, very exciting the next 2 to 3 months. A lot going on, a lot more to add to the site once we get it launched, and that'll be ongoing. It won't just end when we launch the site, and it won't end when we get to December either. It'll be ongoing. We'll keep adding and refining and adding more benefits for you, the members, and helping you generate more income and hold more value in the tokens with much greater liquidity. These are our priorities. This is where we're going. Okay, so that's the update on the development. There is no real update on the support tickets and things. The one thing that we do need to address, or they say we, it's me really, is in the support that the support page needs updating and the knowledge base needs updating, so that when you go in there, you'll be able to look at the support desk to start with and say, okay, I've got an answer here, or something. You won't need to put in a ticket and wait for an answer. And if you go beyond that into the knowledge base, check the knowledge base first, and you'll be able to see if the answer is in there. So I'm going to be working on that tomorrow. I had hoped to get to it today, but I didn't. So I'll be working on that tomorrow. So it can perhaps stop you needing to put in a ticket, because you'll have information there for you. Just go through it and check it. If the information isn't there, the support team will be happy to help you with whatever query you have. But if the information is there, it means you're going to get an instant answer like that, and it's going to leave more time for the support team to do other things. Okay, so that is what's going on now, and let me get back to Facebook. Okay. I'm scrolling up. I'm just trying to see where we were up to. I remember seeing Yara come in from Paraguay. Lovely to see Yara, one of our staunch supporters and one of our volunteers. And I remember seeing Richard there with his rough cider as well. And we got the Bronx, New York in. Wonderful to see you, Jennifer, who had a birthday just the other day. So I hope you had a wonderful day that day, Jennifer. And we got Prince Kelvin. What have I missed? I don't know, Prince, but you're going to have to watch the replay. Okay. Mohammed says, I staked all the pools, but nowhere showing that I'm an elite member. I don't think it shows. I think you just know you are an elite member if you staked all 6 pools. Muscaldi, Godspeed Devyani. Yeah, she'll do a great job. We know that. We know she is an absolute treasure. We are very, very fortunate to have Devyani. Can you shed more light on what's happening in Helium program? I don't seem to be able to understand the program. Not really. I don't know an awful lot about it. I know it's free. I know that they will send you one of these little machines eventually. I don't know how long it'll take to get them out, because you have to go into the website and then order one. There's nothing to pay. You just say, yeah, I want one of these machines. And then when you get it, you plug it in. You've got to have Wi-Fi. You've got to be able to connect it to the internet through Wi-Fi. You plug it in, and that's it. And it starts making money for you. And the other thing is, if you introduce people that have these machines and they're making money, how much do they make? It varies, I believe. I believe it can be sort of as little as maybe $20 a month, and as much as, you know, almost $2,000 a month. Depends on your location and things like that. I'm not fully aware of it. But if you introduce people, you also get a percentage of what their little machine is making as well. So it's a very, very simple process as far as I'm aware. They do have regular webinars. I've not been on any of them, not had the time, but I did see something coming through today. I think they've got one today, or maybe it's tomorrow. If you check on the website or ask support there, they'll let you know. I have been told by some people that you have to pay shipping on the device they send you. I believe it's worth about $400 or $500, and you can buy them if you want. But if you get them free, what they do is they sort of charge you a rental for it, so you make less money than you would have made if you bought it. But most people, I think, will take them free and then you can buy it with the money that you make. If you have to pay shipping and handling, I suppose the cost of that will depend on where you live. The shipping from the United States, so if you live in the States, it should be a lot less than if you're living in the UK or in Australia or Africa or wherever. But I don't know. I don't have details of that. And I'm not really up to date. So that's all the information I can give you on it. So I'm sorry, Kennedy, but there you go. Got people explaining to Mohammed that he is an elite member. But it's not showing on the dashboard. No, it doesn't show. I don't think it does show. But you know, if you've staked 6 pools, you are what we call an elite member. And Joel says he's an elite member now. Well done, Joel. It's lovely to get up there. And there's going to be a lot of new benefits for elite members and things as we come through. And of course, as an elite member, when we launch the Business Builder, you will get up to the end of November totally free as a Warrior Chief. That's the top position in there, and that will enable you to make 100% commissions of up to $100 on everybody that you refer. Wow. You know, go out and get 10 people, you make $1,000 just like that, and it's costing you nothing. When you do cash your money in, I would recommend that you held back $100, because once you get past the end of November, then you're going to want to pay your monthly subscription, $100. So pay that, and then you'll be able to go out and make another $1,000 in December, and hold back instead of making 1,000, refer 11 people, and that way you make it $1,000, and you've got $100 to pay your next month's subscription. And of course, you'll be building residual income as well. Once again, passive residual. Okay. There were a feature or option to see on the dashboard about the elite member, but now I can't see that. I don't think there ever was, actually. But you are an elite member. You don't, an elite member is just a name we give to people that have staked 6 pools. Instead of saying this person is a staked 6 pools member, we say he's an elite member. It's a little bit easier on the tongue, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, and as I've mentioned, you will be a Warrior Chief, as Deborah says, until the end of November at no cost. After the end of November, there will be $100 subscription if you want to stay at that level. That's optional. It's up to you. But use the time between now and the end of November, get a few people in, make some money, and put it in, and just keep making the money, Jennifer says she had a wonderful birthday. That's good news, Jennifer. I'm so happy for you. I want to know about Vcash card, what all will be used for. I don't know an awful lot about it, and I've put a ticket into their support desk today saying there ought to be more information about it. I do know that it's going to have certain benefits, medical care benefits, I think discounted travel and hotels and this sort of thing. But the card itself is the thing that gives you those benefits. But at the moment, they also have the V token, and they are giving away V tokens to build their user base for the card. And the V tokens will have a value tied to Bitcoin. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to be the same value as Bitcoin, but what it means is they will have a positive value, and you'll be able to cash them in. And I think they're looking at releasing those coins to people in March of next year. So right now, while they're building this database, they're giving away their coins. And so if you build up, thousands and thousands of coins, like it's possible to do, because you get 200 coins for everybody that you personally, no, you get 200 V coins when you register. They give you 200 for registering, and then you get 10 coins for everybody that is introduced in your network through 20 levels. So if everybody just introduces 2 through 20 levels, that could bring you a massive return in their V coins. And come next March or April, whenever it is, you could be sat on a very, very healthy nest egg. So that's all I can tell you about it. But I have, as I say, I've requested their support to let people know more about it, because it is a little bit in the dark. And Suchitra says, hi, Cody. You've heard him drinking water or something, or pounding about. And I'm not sure where he's gone now, actually. He was here, and then I did hear him drinking water, but he's disappeared for a minute. He must be in the kitchen, I think, pestering my wife for some treats. Yara says, let me know when I start to help you. Yeah, when we get the new site up and we're paying the commissions out again, withdrawals, Yara, we'll let you know. At the moment, the only withdrawals we're paying are from Multiply Weezer, and the people that have withdrawn there will be happy as well once we get the new site launched, because you're going to see the Weezer tokens going up $1, $2, $3, not overnight, but quite quickly, and they're going to be able to cash in their tokens. But we're paying those now, but there's not that many of them. And Jane, bless her heart, does that every morning. Doesn't take very long. Okay. But once again, once those tokens start going up and the Multiply Weezer site starts going more, there'll be more withdrawals from that as well. So we'll be calling on you, Yara. Don't worry. Okay. We love you, and I know that you would love to help. It's wonderful that people just have this feeling of wanting to serve and the joy they get from it. Okay, Allied Ridwan, Wheat Abundance is well promoted for staking on Wheat, and it is what we have in our back offices. I also know Wheat Abundance will be what's use of payment on EBB, sir. How is activities on EBB going to affect Wheater token liquidity? Because we are going to tie them in. It's a bit complicated to explain very easily, but you will see the results happening over the coming months. By the time we get to Christmas, everybody is going to be really, really happy that is a member of We Share Abundance, and the people that have left us because they didn't believe in us are going to be really unhappy. But they can come back, and we'll welcome back with open arms and say, we can understand you not understanding what we're about. Come back and enjoy the benefits again. But they'll have missed out on some really, really important income building activities. So anyway, there we go. Deborah saying prayers for the recovery and completion of Cody. Yeah, we're getting close to 5 weeks since he had his operation now. That's about halfway through his rehab time. We've got to keep him quiet. He's feeling better and better all the time, and he wants to bounce around, and we've got to stop him doing that until the bones set, and they reckon that's 8 to 10 weeks. So he's coming up to, it'll be 5 weeks on Friday. So he's about halfway through, and he's going to get more active and more wanting to jump about. So it's going to get a bigger challenge to keep him quiet for the next month. But okay, John, whopper for a quick peak high altogether. Yeah, John is on KYC, but I don't think there's a lot going on there either at the moment. So he can take his time off. If I stake 6 pools for up to 12 months, will it still NB November. Yes. Your free membership of the Business Builder Plan will end the same time as everybody else's. Okay. But you can prepay. I mean, you can prepay now while we're in pre-launch, and you can lock in the level of double Power of One bonus. So, you know, if you're making residual commissions of $100, they're going to be $200, and you can lock them in. If you pay for 12 months, we'll give you 12 months for $1,000 instead of $1,200 as well. So you get a discount on it. You'll lock in that double Power of One bonus for 2 full years, regardless of whether you refer anybody or not in a month, you know, where you would have to keep that bonus rolling. You can lock it in for 2 full years, so your residual income is going to double, or be double what it would have been every month. So it's a real good offer if you've got the wherewithal. We've got more from Nigeria. It's quiet on KYC. Yeah, it will be, Jan. It'll be getting busier. I've got a plan in place which I think is going to bring us in 12.5 million members pretty quickly. So there'll be a lot of KYC to be done when that happens. It's not actually in place. It's in my mind. Okay. What does that wants to take their KYC is possible now? I'm not quite sure I understand what that is. KYC is important. We need to do it to protect the members and to protect We Share Abundance. In case we get things like money laundering, leveled adders, we have to be able to say this cash went there. We got this from there, and we've got to have a solid identity behind it. And it's not a legal requirement actually, but, well, not in all countries anyway, but it would be foolish not to implement it. We could be open to a lot of scrutiny and difficulties if we don't have that KYC in place. And we got Pakistan come into the house as well. That pretty much covers the updates on those things. Let me give you the numbers and then we'll see what time it is. It's 40. Maybe tomorrow I'll go through that other thing, because I know that a lot of you will want to get on to the Avazu broadcast as well. And it'll probably take me 20 minutes, half an hour, maybe, I don't know. So we'll maybe do that tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. It's not that important at the moment. It's up here. I mean, some of the things you'll be able to implement, but it is exciting. I think we can probably bring, if we can get this thing working, I think we can bring in 12.5 million people by Christmas. And can you imagine what 12.5 million people as users of our tokens is going to do? It's going to blow them through the roof. It's you know, that 12.5 million user base. It'll be amazing, but we need it financed. But I'm talking to people, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, where are we? Numbers. We have net increase of our registered members of 28 in the last 24 hours. So we now have 46,333 registered members. We say a net increase because we take out all the inactive members, people that haven't logged in for 2 months and don't have an active stake. So what we show as an increase in a situation like that means if we've taken out 100 people, we got 128 in. That's how it works. Okay. Sometimes we take out 50, sometimes 100, sometimes 200. At the end of the month, it can be thousands, literally. And then we quite often get a negative net figure rather than a positive. But most of the time it's positive because we're only taking out 200 or 300 people. Okay, what's the next column? The next column is people that are logging in on a daily basis. These are the people we class as our active members. I know that we talk about inactive and active, but the people that are logging in every day are our core members. They are what we class as active members, and we average the people logging in over the last few completed days, and we compare the average on a daily basis. And our average today compared to yesterday is up by 153 to 16,043. Pools, when we talk about staking pools, we only give you pool 1 and pool 6 just to give you an indication. And these again are net figures because some of the people that we take out had stake pools even though they're not active, and so they were included in the figures until we removed them. So it's net. So we have a net increase of 6 in pool 1 to 36,550, and we have a net increase of 24 in elite members. That's people that have staked pools 1 to 6, as people have been learning on the in the comments today. They're classed as elite members, and we have a net increase 24 there to 24,144. Site ranking, both for WeShare Abundance and Multiply Weezer, we have climbed the rankings a little bit, not much, but we've climbed the rankings a little bit in the last 24 hours. We've gone up 16 places with WeShare Abundance to 9,501, and we've gone up 55 places with Multiply Weezer to 22,233. It'll be exciting to see those move once we get the new site and things moving along, especially if we get this 12.5 million people deal cracked and organized. Where are we? Yeah. Okay, Multiply Weezer. We had 5 new email verified members register, and we had 1 person buy advertising that hasn't previously bought advertising, and our bonus pool went up by $4 to $9,127. And the tokens are, generally speaking, up in price. I think there's been a bit of a surge in crypto. I saw something came through in an email from somewhere, and it was showing Bitcoin at 55,000. I don't know what it's at right this minute, but 55,000 is definitely up on where it was this morning. It was about 49,000, I think. So that surge in cryptos generally will probably have an effect on our token prices because we don't have a lot of trading volume. Although today our trading volume is higher than it has been for a while. The Weezer token in the back office, which Weezer Abundance token in the back office, was showing at $124.90 when I took the figures, and at the same time in Waves it was showing at $114.46, and those are up about $2 on yesterday. The Weezer token in Waves is still just under half a cent, so you can still get 2 tokens for 1 cent. Which is an incredibly good buy, highly recommended if you've got a cent to spare. Get as many tokens as you can. They will be up into the dollars by Christmas, definitely. How many dollars, I don't know, but they'll be in dollars. And just think, if they only got to $1, you can get 2 for 1 cent now. Okay, so you spend $1, you get 200 tokens, and if they only go up to $1, that's $200 you've made for $1 investment. It's a real good deal. And Coin Ranking was showing them at over half a cent yesterday, 0.6 of a cent, and I thought that was a bit high. and it's down to a more realistic figure of 0.4 something of a cent, similar to Waves, just under half a cent each. But the trading volume was over $1,000, which is very low for a crypto, but it's pretty high for WISA in what we've been doing. It was $1,431 in the last 24 hours. But nevertheless, our coin ranking was down 34 places to 1,175. So that's what I've got for you. What else have we got in here? Let me see. I remember seeing greetings from Pakistan there. So the journey itself is a blessing. Yeah, the journey should be enjoyed. Life is a journey. Success isn't a destination. Success is a journey. And you've got to enjoy it along the way. There was a wonderful talk given by a monk from the Self-Realization Fellowship this last weekend, and it was on YouTube. And I watched it this morning, and I thought, wow, this is powerful. It's all about positive thinking. And I put it into the Facebook group. And if you get the chance, watch it. It's about 50 minutes. The self-realization, when they give these talks, they always start with a prayer, and then they have a period of meditation, sometimes a short period of chanting. If that sort of stuff doesn't turn you on, you can always scroll through that. It doesn't last for very long, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes of the talk, and you find where the talk starts and watch the talk. And then at the end, they always finish with a prayer as well. Once again, if it doesn't turn you on, just watch the talk. It's really, really good. It's all about positive thinking. But if you are spiritual in any way, then you'll perhaps enjoy the beginning and the end as well. Somebody else from the Philippines is going, catch on live, can't sleep. Okay. I hope you're able to sleep after this, but with what I'm going to be able to show you in the near future, I hope it's going to keep a lot of you awake for a long time. Can you give me a link to the video you did on how to get the WISA Abundance wallets on Wave so that I can send it to people that want to join us? It's in the Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly, as an announcement. The video is there, and that is the YouTube video. So you can pick the link up from the announcements in We Share Abundance Publicly. So there you go, Kennedy. So listening to you is very enlightening. Good. Lovely to be enlightened. I regard enlightened as somebody that has got such spiritual prowess that they can just manifest anything in their life instantly like that. They are a rare breed. They're people that have learned to use their brain to an extent that most people don't even understand. And they're few and far between, but if you ever come across one, whether it's documentation of them or whether it's in life itself, really pay attention what they can do and what the thing is that they don't try and do anything. They don't have aspiration. They could manifest wealth and things that, but they don't care because they're just on a different level than everybody else. So they don't use it in that way. Amazing people. And that's what I class as enlightened. Those are truly enlightened people. Where are we? Alan. Hi, Graham. Will you let us know when the rate change for converting funds into Multiply WISA into WISA tokens will change? WISA into WISA tokens. We don't we don't have a rate for that. I don't think. Multiply Weezer into Weezer. Oh, I know what you're on about. You're on about withdrawals, are you? That will stand until the market value passes the value that we're at now. That will be within the next few months, and then it'll go into market value again. So if you're withdrawing tokens now, just hang on to them, hodl them, as the term goes, and you'll be very pleased that you did, and hodl them beyond where they're going to be by Christmas as well, because they might be $3 or $5 or something like that by Christmas, but they're going to slowly and steadily climb and eventually have parity with the Weezer Abundance tokens, and the Weezer Abundance tokens will in the near future have parity with the allocation value for the tokens, which I think is $262 rings a bell for that. So that's where we are. We definitely don't have time for me to go through things about this plan that I have, but I will get to it. It's not desperately important from the point of view of we can't implement it just at this moment. Well, parts of it we can. I think you'll love it. But anyway, that's it for today. Get onto the Avazu call. It'll be starting very soon. And thank you for being here. Thank you for being We Share Abundance, because without you, We Share Abundance doesn't exist. It would just be an empty website. Okay, so you are really, really important to everything that we stand for. I love you, and you keep going out sharing the love. Think about all the money you're going to make with the Business Builder, and maybe we'll be able to put into place a 100-day plan for the Avazu VIP exec scheme as well, and we'll see how that goes. So that's it for today. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to get on with Avazu, zoo, zoo. A win for you is a win for me. Avazu, zoo, zoo. It's $1 billion spree. Avazu, zoo, zoo. We're one happy family. Avazu, zoo, zoo. We're all helping charity. God bless you all. See you same time, same place tomorrow. Hopefully with good news. Okay? All news is good news when it's We Share Abundance. God bless. See you then. Avazu, zoo, zoo. A win for you is a win for me. Avazu, zoo, zoo.